All right, while Ellie waters over here, we've noticed that. So, I think she noticed one of these, like maybe this guy, and then I noticed this one, or she noticed the small ones growing. But there's actually multiple. There's this one, there's this one, there is this one right here. And in my video when I came out here last, like I didn't see any of these except for this one. But this guy looks good enough to pick, I think. I don't know. I mean, it looks pretty long, pretty thick, and still really green. Some of these are getting fat and curly. This one's getting a little longer. And that one is still growing. But we should be getting more and more soon. I need you to cut it or hold my phone.
Wait, are you just gonna eat it with the skin on?
Yeah, you don't.
Why usually peel them?
That's crazy. Peel that one then.
Okay, we picked our first two cucumbers. Hold on, sorry, Ryan. Picked our first two cucumbers. They're the least promising, okay? But I'm gonna peel mine. Anyways, Ryan's recording his video, so don't interrupt him.
I gotta hold it like this or something. Smells good. I think I got it. You want to try it?
With the skin on?
Yes, baby.
Oh, I almost dropped mine.
We gotta try it together.
If it tastes like, you know where it tastes like super bitter? If it tastes like that, I'm gonna be really mad.
That means it's too ripe, I think.
Too ripe?
Yeah.
It smells so good. I love the smell of cucumber.
That one smells different.
Does it?
Yeah.
I feel like this one might be overripe then.
I don't know. Take that one. Take this one.
Cheers.
Tastes like a cucumber.
Tastes like a cucumber.
You want to slice yours?
Yeah, I'm scared.
All right, evidently, Ellie has found a little tomato, and there it is. Just one.
And I thought it was like,
Oh, no, there's another one.
I think that's the one I saw first. Yeah. And I thought these like little flowers were dried because it was dying, but that's where the tomatoes come out of. And then look. Ready for this?
Whoa, that's kind of big.
I told you. Thought I was over exaggerating, huh?
A little bit.
That's it. But I just saw it right now. I don't know if there's another one, but we have at least one.
Okay, I'm coming out here. I just got done pruning and trimming a bunch of these things out here. We have not had the best luck when it comes to production. I do have to say that cucumbers have been producing, tomatoes are producing, and watermelon. But there's nothing on the jalapenos, barely anything on the cosmos, and nothing on the cantaloupe. And then for the watermelon, one watermelon already went bad. And all the tomatoes have been growing for a very long time. And Ellie read something that the time it takes for the fruit to show up is going to be how long it's going to take to ripen, or whatever the wording is. But there is one cucumber ready. I'm going to go ahead and show you kind of what I've done. I probably should have showed you the before, but a lot of it's just like cramped and just full of leaves and stems and vines and crap. And I said, you know what? I don't think there's enough. Like, we have too many plants in here. We planted too much, and we didn't thin it out. We didn't do any sort of trimming, any thinning, any yanking out. Ellie did do a little bit of trimming, like maybe a couple weeks ago. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to come out here and do some more. My brother also told me that we need to be fertilizing, and especially if we can use the neighbor's bunny's poop, then that would be great. And I don't think I'm going to be doing that, but I do think fertilizing would definitely help. But let me show you. So right here are all the tomatoes. I just trimmed a bunch out. I did sacrifice a few tomatoes that were on the vines and stuff, but a lot of these, like, I trimmed a lot out that didn't look good, or stuff that I think is just too much. I felt like there was too many leaves down here. And I also noticed that this guy, whatever that is, are these little bugs. which they almost look like spiders, but those are not spiders. But over here with the cucumbers, it's looking a little sad. I didn't do any trimming here, but most of them are about this size, maybe a little bit bigger and that color. And they are fine, but they're just not the same cucumbers that I had in mind. Here's the cosmos. I didn't actually trim any of these. I did yank out all the other plants because they just started to get like disease, and so I yanked them out. But they're getting like really tall and stocky, but we barely have any. And they don't last very long. I mean, they look like this, and then they look like this, and then they turn into that, like in a matter of a couple days. And then here are the jalapenos. Got a lot of the leaves down below out, and just kind of try to keep most of the top going. I did trim out a few plants. I probably should trim out a few more, but I think that would be okay for now. The cantaloupe, like I said, hasn't produced a single thing. No start, no nothing, just blooms, and then they fall off and they don't produce. So I just tore a bunch out right now, and I actually didn't even do as good of a job as I did with the watermelon, mainly because I was like, I'm just gonna yank out a bunch. I actually think this is probably still a little too many, but with the watermelon, it was just like overgrown, a mess. Everything was tangled, so you could see some of the pieces over there, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have a 5th one growing right there. But we have 4 watermelons that are getting bigger and bigger by the day. I'm guessing this one's going to be good, ready, and then it's going to be that one, and then that one, and then the one over there, which will be good. We won't have to have 4 watermelons all at once, you know? I think next year, if we're going to do a garden again, which I think we probably are, I would like to, both of us actually kind of said it at the same time, to plant around the perimeter here, wildflowers. And I think that would be a lot better than these dumb cosmos that don't pop up and it takes forever. And I think we could do that probably like sooner than all the other plants, or maybe at the same time. I also think maybe it would be worth it to use starts. Either buy the stuff to do your own starts, or to just get starts from the store directly, because this is actually like, it's really cool and awesome to see that, you know, these plants can grow from just seeds, even old seeds. We do have some seeds left from like a few years ago, so I don't know if we're gonna do that or not, but I do think instead of planting like 17 seeds and then watching them all pop up and then grow into 17 starts and like plants, we need to make sure that we're only having so many plants pop up at once. You know, like we're not gonna have 17 freaking tomatoes in one little area. The other thing is, I think we're probably not gonna use these tires next year. I don't see I feel like the only issue I'm seeing with it is that there's not enough like soil for all of these plants. And that's kind of one of the things I'm thinking of, is like, I bet if they were in the ground itself, it would have just been way better, way more like production. But I think we'll probably just go with regular mounds next year. One of the reasons why I did the tires is because I wanted to just have like, I didn't want things to be spreading. I didn't want things to be in the ground. But I think if I just went ahead and I just tilled this up again, and then I just started to like level it out, and then put little mounds here and there, and then just watch them grow, I think that'll be worth it. And I think having wildflowers will help too. But also these trees over here, they're producing a lot, but I'm not seeing anything like ready to eat. I've seen a few that are a little bit more purplish fall, but a lot of them are still very green, and I'm like, and small. They're really small. And if they're like bite size, or like you take one bite out and you can't get to the middle. But actually over here looks really cool. But you see, like, this one is green, but like birds or bugs are getting into it. This one is still green. So I don't know. But all of these are growing really, really tall, really stocky. And I kind of regret it because I need to get to that. And I don't know when I'm going to do it or how. I think I'm just going to go right in. But some of these, like this one, is not the same thing as this. So we'll see what they are, if they turn into anything. But I do water this area when I water the yard. And I do it for about like an hour. But let's see, like there's just a bunch of little plums, but they're just still not ready. So we'll see. That there's some on the ground though. I put this 2x4 up here as a prop. I don't have any actual prop wood, so this will probably start being my prop wood, but I could get quite a bit from my grandpa too. But I also have a lot of weeds growing here, but I'm not really, I just want to have more plant life, man. Even though some of this are weeds and some of it's, you know, the chia seeds that I put in here, whatever they were actually. And then I think these are like tomatillos or some other plant, but still not like really producing anything. But all that in there is still pretty small. I think just because of the sun, you don't get a whole lot of sun in there. But I can't wait for the day that all of like this area turns into like a walkable garden. I think that would be really cool. And with that being said, I think that'll be it for like this video. I think I've done several clips over the past, you know, month or so. And I think these last few have been, you know, quite long. So I might try to keep this video quite short. I'm hoping that we can make a video when other things are starting to grow. I might actually make like a really quick, like 1 to 3 minute video if things are starting to pop in. I do think I'm gonna get some fertilizer and fertilize it today, or maybe tomorrow. But I think fertilizing it and just keeping up with making sure that we're watering it, but not too much and not too little, and on like a consistent schedule, I think would be beneficial. But with that being said, that'll be it for today's video. If you liked it, be sure to smack like button as hard as you can. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Help me a lot and turn on post notifications. I'll see you guys all next time.